Hey guys, welcome to the first of our series of interviews with the team captains of the Phemex Traders Arena. Today I had a great talk with Keith Wareing, who's the captain of Keith's Crypto Trades team and also has a YouTube channel by that same name. And there's other ways to follow him and contact him that we'll put into the description. So without further ado, let's just go right into the interview because he's the one you want to hear from, not me. Let's just get started off. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, okay. So my name's Keith Wareing. I've got a couple of YouTube channels, Keith Wareing and also Keith's Crypto Trades. I'm a swing trader and I have a scalping group called Profit Sniper. And yeah, that's kind of me. Do a bit of technical analysis for Cointelegraph from time to time.
Cool.
Been in the crypto space since 2016.
Oh, okay, nice.
So that's me.
Yeah. So what's the name of your team then? Is it the one you just said?
Keith's Crypto Trades is the name of our team on the trading competition. Yep.
Cool. All right. So let's just start with a really basic question. You said you got into crypto in 2016. So what made you get into it?
Yeah, so yeah, funny story really. I used to be a affiliate marketer years and years ago, and I had quite a lot of blog sites everywhere. And one of the companies that I was an affiliate marketer for, they said, hey, look, we can't do wire transfer this month. Can you take Bitcoin? And I was like, yeah, sure. So myself and my business partner at the time, Gaz, we went off. We were like, how do we take this money? And yeah, we set up a couple of blockchain wallets, received a bit of Bitcoin. And then we actually started a YouTube channel, which is still up now, called the Bitcoin Project, which is myself and two other people. And this was like in 2016, end of 2016. And we were just kind of experimenting with the exchanges that were available back then, because there was no Binance, there was no Bittrex. It was literally just, you had Shapeshift, you had if you wanted to hold, I remember doing it, if you wanted to have Zcash, you needed the most complicated Ubuntu wallet install. And we were just messing around, and at around about that time we kind of started amassing quite a lot, not a lot, kind of like 4 Bitcoin, which at the time it was like $700 a coin. And I just left them, and then a couple of years later I just saw people going, hey man, have you seen the Bitcoin's like 4K? And I thought, wow, is it? Okay, I've got a few of those. And yeah, so and that's how I got into it. And yeah, the rest is history. So yeah, been in since $700 and no intention of leaving.
Nice. All right. Yeah, back then it was much less accessible, right? That's why you started the channel and things, is it was really complicated to get into.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, the first channel, the Bitcoin Project, I mean, it's terrible. Don't ever watch any of the videos on there. But we were just so clueless and fumbling around, and it was very, very difficult. I think at the time, Ethereum was $7, and I just read about the DAO hack, and I was like, oh, I won't buy any of that. And then I thought, well, I'll just buy one. So I got my one Ethereum for $7, and I have no idea where it is.
Oh no,
I've got $2,000 somewhere. No, I have no idea. And yeah, no, it was just kind of crazy, because by the time, the idea was to try and make it more accessible and to try and teach people how to do stuff with it. And we didn't have a clue. We just didn't have a clue. And then over the years, I think the bear market was a great example, or a great opportunity for people to learn, or for me to learn a hell of a lot more about the cycles. And once you've experienced a full cycle, you kind of feel a bit like an OG.
Yeah, of course.
And so right now, obviously, we're kind of thinking, right, we're kind of in the middle of the cycle, or is it super cycle? There's so much information out there, and I'm just kind of like, well, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know if I'm going to sell. I don't think I ever will sell. There's a great quote from Michael Saylor of where he says, why would I swap the money of the future for the money of the past?
Right.
And it's it's a very valid point.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's fun. It keeps you on my toes.
Yeah, for sure. All right, cool. So let's move on to the next one. All right, this is like pretty broad, open-ended question, so you can have fun with it. What kind of trading is good for beginners?
Okay, so the reason I started a new YouTube channel, I started a new channel this year in January, because I had one with 50,000 followers, which I don't upload to anymore. And I started a new one in January just because I wanted to give a bit of solid advice to people that were new, because what I noticed was a lot of people, particularly when they log on to a margin trading platform, they go 50, 100x and just go mad. So for a beginner, I would say just start, with a bit of spot buying and selling between Bitcoin and Tether. But I would say if you've got the aptitude, low leverage longs low leverage longs and shorts with DCAs in place, and get familiar with how to use DCAs and to understand parallel channels. The parallel channel tool on TradingView can be a miracle, especially in a bull market, because obviously everyone's an expert in a bull market. And getting used to the levels that are likely to happen. I mean, it's a funny one, because someone asked me, where did I learn how to trade? And if I'm completely honest with you, I learned how to trade in an afternoon with Google and Wikipedia, Investopedia. And it was so I mean, I think I'll tell you what, I think MACD, RSI, and Bollinger Bands are a great place to start. Understand how they work, and then move over to technical tools, so that you're not dependent on any indicators, and then you can and then start learning chart patterns as they come along. And that's exactly what I do on my channel. So if I see a cup and handle, I explain what a cup and handle is. If I see bull flag, I explain the anatomy of a bull flag and how to trade them. If I see a double top, I explain that, so on and so forth. And I think just kind of doing it as you go along and making sure that you learn all the chart patterns, because a lot of people can kind of panic when they see stuff going down. But then when you understand that a bull flag is going up and down in a downward trend, it's like, hey, don't worry about it, just wait a second. But I think for any new traders, just low leverage and understanding dollar cost averages above your liquidation, so that you protect your stack.
All right, cool. So this kind of brings us into another question. Can you share any of your biggest wins and losses that really made an impact on sort of how you think about trading?
Yeah, so I actually did this on my channel a few weeks ago. And I bought a car for quite a lot of Bitcoin a few months ago, or about a month ago, and I needed to replace $200,000 in my portfolio. So I aped into Ethereum with 200K, and I rode Ethereum. I also rode ADA, Link, and a bit of DOT, all on low leverage trades. And I think I went to nearly 800,000 in about 4 or 5 weeks, and I documented all of that on my YouTube channel. Wow. And then I even documented me losing around about 200,000 of it, but I still took it off the table. So that was a great example of, I got kind of caught up. My biggest fault with that was I was going for the million. I thought I can go for a million, I can go for a million. And then I made mistakes towards the end. So I was kind of going with 2 and 3x leverage at the time, with big amounts. And there was a catastrophic dump. And I thought it would be a smart idea to increase my leverage mid-trade. And then I got chopped up, and I ended up losing 25% of the gains, of the unrealized gains. So whilst it was a big win for me, and I replaced 6 Bitcoin in my portfolio, I then also did make a mistake at the end of it. And I think these mistakes are important. So one of the biggest things I learned from that was, stick to your guns. Always have an exit price. Don't change that exit price. And if you're going to change that exit price, put a stop loss in and move your stop loss up with the trade. So if the market decides to knock you out of the trade, it does it at your original take profit price. If it decides to keep screaming, then it's all good. So I'm not perfect, but I use every single good or bad example of what I do. That's why my new channel is called Keith's Crypto Trades, because it's literally this is what I'm doing.
Your trades.
Yeah. So like my last YouTube channel, which I did started in like 2014 and started talking about crypto in like 2016, ended up kind of being like an ICO shill channel, and I made a lot of mistakes. And there was a lot of crap and people got wrecked. And I thought, you know what, this isn't me. I'll leave it up there so people can see the mistakes I made. But now I just want people to see, hey, look, I'm just like everybody else. I'm just a typical degen trader who's made all the mistakes in the bear market and is now like, oh, hold on a minute, this cryptocurrency is quite valuable and I want to protect it. So I now want to safely grow it. And I think I do quite a good job of that, judging by my I've only got a small audience, but they seem to be making money. So it's and I think that's it. I'm dithering now. So
actually, so I have a question that also sort of it goes toward the making mistakes part. So how do you avoid revenge trading?
Yeah, absolutely. I just don't do it.
But how? How do you not do it?
So I've got a great one with that. So what I look for is, instead of revenge trading, if patience. Okay, patience is the thing, and this is what I learned. I learned this hard in the bear market, and if not even the bear market, actually last year, I made some catastrophic mistakes, and I was trying to make back. Well, for a start, don't trade XRP. 100%, never do that. I lost it. I lost about 80k on XRP, and I thought, no, I can make it back. So what I do now is just look for those points of control, previous prices that seem to be that were previous, especially if we're trending up. I tend to look for previous levels of what was previously resistance, and I just set low bids on that area, even if we're miles away, because it will revisit that. So always have bids. If you, rather than revenge trade, just put bids on the previous level of resistance at the level of support, low leverage with a DCA around about 2% above your liquidation, with holding back another 50% of your balance for the eventuality of it going below that first DCA, and then reevaluate those DCAs as the trade goes down, which will increase your position. That has absolutely transformed my trading game, and has helped quite a few people, from what I understand, in my Telegram group and on my YouTube channel.
Okay, so convert the revenge trading to revenge calm.
Yeah, absolutely. It's protect thy stack. That is my motto. It's just like, I lost a lot of money over the last couple of years. I actually I had this guy who was doing just some Twitter work for me on a crypto startup that didn't really work out, and I was paying him $20 in Venezuela, and I was paying him $20 a week to schedule tweets. And one day I was out, and he was like, "Hey dude, it's Tuesday. You haven't sent the $20." And I was like, "Oh, I haven't got my ledger with me. I know, I'll send it off of Binance." So I sent him $20 off of Binance, and what had happened on the mobile app, it had put his address to the top of my address book on Binance. And then I was doing a spot trade about 3 weeks later, and I'd been in Tether. I'd rebought 4.5 Bitcoin, and I went to withdraw it to my ledger, and I was so complacent I didn't even check. And I was getting pizza, and I was like, why won't my ledger synchronize? Where is it? And I instantly messaged the guy. I went, dude, I've sent you some money. He went, yeah, I know, man. I didn't know what to do, so I spent it. Please send it back. That was all of my Bitcoin. And he was like, no, I'm really sorry. I'll try and pay you back.
I didn't know what to do.
And so there's probably like statues of me in Venezuela. Like, this is the guy that painted our town gold.
He sends free money.
Yeah. So that was a big mistake that I'd made, along with a lot of liquidations. And I think if I add up my liquidations on some for my earlier trading with leverage, And that particular mistake, I think I'm down about $1 million.
Right.
And so then I was kind of, it wasn't $1 million at the time. It was only around about, 100K at the time, all in. And now it's kind of like, well, I can't afford to make those mistakes again. So, what's the most sensible way to do that? And what are the realistic scenarios? Will we get a March 12th scenario ever happen again? I lost 2 BTC that day when everything crashed, and I'm thinking, well, no, I don't think we'll ever get that again, not quite to that extent. So now that I'm aware of my past mistakes, I can flip those into, well, hold on a minute, if I can ride it with dollar cost averages, if I can ride a 50% downturn, I'm pretty much safe.
Right.
Unless we're in a bear market, in which case it doesn't matter. I'll just buy a load if it
Yeah. All right. So let's talk about the current trading competition then. So have you had any big moments in the traders arena so far?
Yeah. So we've got two styles, and we've got myself and some people that are following me on swing trades. So just as I've explained, the low leverage DCAs, these aren't making big gains, so I think my account is up only 30%, whereas we've got guys at the top who are on 200%. There's the scalpers. So we've got a scalper group which started off as an indicator called Profit Sniper, which you can buy at profitsniper.co. And that group started off just as a momentum indicator that visually told you when to go long or short based on a similar kind of, not quite like a MACD, but a similar sort of ribbon crossing patterns combined with channel momentum. And we were using that originally for kind of doing high leverage scalps and shorts, and longs and shorts. And then we found we brought on we've got 4 traders that now work for us, and they are a lot more, well, they're real traders. So what we do is we work with them. We've got about 1,000 people in our Discord server, and we talk all about kind of framing your trades. We have this emotions cheat sheet to kind of stick to your guns, both with take profits and stop losses. And we're just taking them. So if we have the right risk and reward ratio, that even if only 30% of the trades win, generally we are up, or we are always up if 30% of them are in the money. So for us, it's a combination now of kind of we have our own bespoke version of the VWAP combined with our previous indicator and all of the risk R&R setups and the trade framing, and just staying within those daily levels. And that's really helped the group come on leaps and bounds, because we had some real moments last year where things were great when we were trending, but then when we hit a bit of chop, people were just getting absolutely wrecked. So now, thanks to the addition of the VWAP and the 3 traders that have joined us in the last couple of weeks, bringing the total up to 4, like I said, those guys they're just absolutely smashing it. And we're not trying to win the competition. We're just trying to make our customers give them value for money. It's just the fact that we can be in the competition at the same time is helping a lot. But we're not sitting there going, oh look, we're number 3, we're number 4, we're number 7. We're just like, well, this is what we do every day, and those are the gains that our guys are getting every single day. And but having the combination of scalp and swing traders, it means that if the scalpers get cucumbered at some point, the swing traders will come back with their low leverage positions, going, hey, we're at the top. So I think having that combination of the two, scalp account, swing account, is quite important.
So your trading competition strategy, it doesn't really change from your just normal strategy. It's the same, or do you make any changes for the trading arena?
No, we don't really make any changes at all. Just as long as we beat BitBoy. Sorry, Ben. No, we don't make any changes at all. Apart, my brother-in-law who runs the group, he hasn't slept a lot, so I think we're just putting it about another kind of. Yeah, well, I just bought a new car, and I said, if he works really hard, I can buy another one.
Right.
So no, he's putting a few extra hours in. I can't knock that. But generally, it's I think it has helped focus a lot of the other guys, because they see this kind of, well, we don't want to be last, and and it's nice to be in the top 10, and I think that's it's helped motivate a few extra people. As for our team, it doesn't change at all. When I say team, I mean like the people that work for us, or work for me. But I mean, it's kind of like that when people say they're going to diet to go on holiday. It's like, well, why don't you just eat healthily in general? Then you don't need to crash diet, and I think that if we were doing it to try and win the competition, I think a lot of people would bust out, and a lot of people did bust out at the beginning. And which was great, because I had a great day for commissions. Thanks, guys. A few people got busted out at the beginning that weren't really trying, but the people that were in the group, they're just doing their daily thing, man. It's nice to see, and it's nice to get that kind of I can't think of the word.
Motivation.
There's a word. No, not that. It's just it's nice to see. I see other teams, naming no names, who have a very popular
validation, maybe.
Validation, yes, that's the word I'm looking for. It's good validation for our group. I mean, we didn't name our team after our indicator, because it's not an indicator anymore. It's actually like a learn how to trade kind of group, and some bespoke indicators. But it's nice to see that we're kind of close to the top, and then one of the most popular indicators being Shield on YouTube is like they're not even in the top 20 anymore. So that's really nice, because there was a time where people would sort of say to me, "Hey, isn't your indicator just like that?" No. Hard work. But I think it's I'll tell you what, I'll give you a good analogy. It's like golf. So it's we find that with trading, just like golf, sometimes you can hit a ball and it will just go straight, and then other times you've got to move your grip slightly or your footing slightly out. Now, what we do with our teams in general, or the traders that we work with, is if someone's having a bad day, we say, well, why is it a bad day? Why was the other day a good day? What's changed? And going back to that kind of learning from your mistakes, if somebody's revenge trading, it's like, get off the scalps. Just get rid of that. Sorry, I'm really trying not to swear, because it's just my thing. So if I go quiet, it's because I want to just say. So so if somebody's having a really bad day on scalping, it's like, look, dude, just get off the 20x leverage, head over to 4 or 5x leverage, and just chill out for a couple of days. Let it build back up again. Then if you want to hit the scalping again, do that. And I think that's another thing. We don't generally recommend anything over 4x leverage on swings and 10x leverage on scalps. People want to use more than 10x leverage. I mean, I think 10x leverage in a bull market is suicide, but they do want to use that on short scalps. We make sure that they stick to it, because whilst I'm fully aware that I would make double the commission if they were on 20x leverage, they ain't going to give me evergreen money, and I'm a greedy.
Something.
I'm a greedy. I'm very greedy. No. We don't want to see our guys get wrecked. I mean, like I said to you earlier, I made a lot of mistakes in 2017 promoting various coins and ICOs, and it just didn't end well. And it's the same here. If people are going to watch me on YouTube and see the kind of gains that I'm making, on a regular basis, and they want to replicate that, well, I'm not going to say, even though I use 3x leverage, you should use 50. We're quite responsible, because this is we've got nothing else to do. So
okay. All right, I'll shoot you like 2 more short questions. First one,
sure.
What characterizes a good trader?
Okay. I think I don't know. If I ever meet a good trader, I'll let you know.
Okay, good.
No. What characterizes a good trader? I think somebody that's made a lot of mistakes, and can learn from them. Like that's kind of the thing here. It's like being a trader isn't all about win, 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 win. And being a trader is taking it on the chin when you've made a loss, and you know, kind of looking back and going, what did I do wrong this time? So back to the golf thing.
Right.
What was wrong with that trade? Was my grip wrong? Did I miss something? I mean, one of the things that we do with our group, and what I do on my YouTube channel, is we have a lot of other tools other than TradingView at our disposal. So despite the fact that we've got several indicators that we've helped custom build, we also utilize order book heat map data, the crypto quant alerts, which seemingly are quite good at the moment as well for this market, and just kind of looking at every piece of information that we can possibly find, to kind of guess tops, guess bottoms, and, you know, close a trade when the going is good. Because the hardest thing that I found, as I explained earlier, when I made back my car money, was I had in my head, I want to have 1 million, because I thought it'd just be great on YouTube to make 1 million and show it from 200k. And that was just such a dick move, because it was, you know, I mean, I've made back the loss now, but it was
there was no logical purpose to it. It was just like, it sounded cool, right?
Yeah. I just thought, oh, that will look great. And then I saw like Crypto with doing the big trades, and you know, I've known Chris for a few years, and I thought, you know, I met him a few times. I think I met him in Malta when he had like 500 subscribers. Now he's one of the biggest YouTubers, and I thought I can do better than Chris, and no, I couldn't. To lose that amount. But no, I think definitely people that can learn from their mistakes, and also people that know when to detach. So looking at charts on a red day when you've just been like chopped up in a long, I think that's the worst thing you can possibly do. It's like, you know, go and relieve yourself somehow. Shooting, I found, we just joined a gun club, my brother-in-law and I. We went shooting on a red day, and we just we were completely relaxed. We didn't make any trading mistakes. It was good. So
have some sort of hobby or activity to relieve the stress rather than revenge trading, right?
Yeah, 100%. And also, you know, don't over characterize what you're doing as a trader. I mean, I recently saw a post on Twitter from Filicone, or however you say it, and he's got all these screens, and it's like, I literally trade off my phone. I very seldom use second screens. I don't overanalyze it. I just go order book heat map data, trend lines, previous resistance or previous support, and you know, just framing those trades, and being willing to learn, because I think every day is a day to learn with trading.
Right. You mean you don't have a giant cork board with like pictures and strings going from one to the other?
Literally, I have a plain wall behind me. I sit next to I've got a washing machine because I work in my garage. When I'm at home, I've got a washing machine to my right. I've got my car in front of me. That's good motivation.
But
yeah, just don't overanalyze it. And I think because I've seen some horrendous charts that just give you like eye cancer. What are you doing? What are all these lines? You just need these ones. And I don't know. I just think that some people try to overcomplicate it because they maybe have a service to sell.
Right. Gotcha. All right. My last question is, I know you said some at the beginning, but like, where can everybody find you, watch your videos, or connect with you, or whatever?
So we've got youtube.com/Keith's Crypto Trades. I've also got my other YouTube channel /Keith Wareing Official, which I don't really upload to anymore, but if you want to look at my mistakes, you can look at that. I've got a free Telegram trading group. Free, doesn't cost anything.
Whoa.
Which at t.me/Keith Wareing Official, I think, but the link's in my YouTube descriptions.
Okay.
And if you want to join the Profit Sniper Discord and training, if you're a new trader and you kind of like the idea of learning how we are in the top 10, that's where you need to be, and that is that we do charge for that because we have staff, but I don't think you need to join it. I try to give out as much free information as I possibly can on YouTube and in my Telegram group, so yeah, it'd be great to see anybody there. All
right, cool. Pleasure talking to you today, and hope some people will go check out your videos.
Nice one. Cool. Thanks very much. Take it easy.
Thank you. You too.
Cool.
Talk to you later. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this talk with Keith. Don't forget to follow him on YouTube, and don't forget to keep following us so that you can catch the further interviews with the Traders Arena captains. Catch you next time. If you don't have a Phemex account yet, just click on the link in the description or scan the QR code on the screen. Create a Phemex account and you will get a 7-day free premium membership trial and other trading bonuses. To learn more about Phemex and cryptocurrencies, watch out the videos in the box on the left. And if you're new to the crypto world, have a look at the videos on the right for some of Phemex's user tutorials. Thanks for watching this video. Bye.